Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Patu, and we are almost to Halloween. This is the last Saturday before our Halloween special, and I can now announce the Halloween special is going to be all about where? He's not there. Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Today, before we do anything, I want to show off the Pokemon of the episode, and that is Rotom. Rotom is a very cool Pokemon. I haven't used one in a team yet, but I am very, very hopeful that pretty soon we will. Maybe in BDSP when I do another playthrough. As well as that, we are joined with Gengar. Say hello to our Gengar, our co-host of this show. As well as the Zorua twins. Say hello, guys. Now, today's going to be a special episode, and it actually involves Gengar. We actually try to get Gengar at least one special throughout the whole thing. Luckily today, Gengar, we have something for you. Well, not really you, but we do have something for one of you. Say hello to here. So this is the Hasbro Gengar, one of the first Gengar plushes I believe ever made, if not the first Gengar plush ever made. And I recently got him for very dirt cheap, and I'm super happy to say that he actually came in today. But as well as that, another Pokemon that has a very unique similarity to Gengar. Now, imagine this is evolved. If you give it a Moonstone, this Clefairy, which also a new Pokemon added to the Pokeplush living decks, we have ourselves a Clefairy. This Clefairy is a very old little guy, as well as that, you can see. Now, one very similar thing between these two is the sizing, the shape, and one big theory. This Clefairy, once it evolves into Clefable, has a shadow, and that shadow tends to be the Gengar. Now this theory has been around for a very long time, and I really love the theory. Having the theory that one ghost Pokemon could be underneath such a cute and beautiful little Clefairy in Clefable. They got me thinking, we have a lot of Gengar plushies out, and we also have a lot of Clefairy, but as well as that, we have a good amount of Clefable plushies. So what if we put together and try to figure out which Pokemon plushies together would make the perfect Clefable, Clefairy, and Gengar combination. Now, these two actually look really cute in my opinion. We have some of the older styles of how they look, and together they make it really cute. I really like the idea of just having Gengar slowly behind her, just checking and being the shadow, the creepy shadow we know it is. And for Clefable, I really love Clefable. I actually named mine Foo Fighters. So I do want to look and figure out what plushie combination. For y'all, if you are ever interested in getting a new combination of plushies to add to your collection, so that's the video today we're going to be going through. And while we look for the perfect Gengar plush to combine with the perfect Clefable plush, maybe we'll find something for this little guy. If they have a big Clefable plush, maybe we will. And stay tuned, because at the end, we will try to figure out what plush would be the perfect one to match our co-host, Gengar. I think he's excited for that. The shadow does need his person after all. So let's get right into it. Whoa! Hello there. It's me. Animated me. So as previously mentioned, Clefable and Gengar have a long history of being compared as very similar looking Pokemon. These two chubby opposites almost seem destined to be together. So for the next few minutes, let's sit around and try to find ourselves some of the most perfect Pokemon plushies for these two. So, the first recommendation I have is a very obvious one, but still very cheap in price, at least for the most part, and depending on your luck. One of the most popular plush lines of Pokemon Center is the Pokemon Fit plushies, also known as Sitting Cutie, here in the United States. With every Pokemon getting a plush in this line, it's pretty obvious the Sitting Cuties of both Gengar and Clefable could be a perfect addition to your collection. Unlike my Clefairy and Gengar, they're even the perfect size together. However, if you possibly have a vintage Gengar like I recently received, the sizing of that actually fits the Clefable Sitting Cuties just as well. I will say though, that even though on Pokemon Center the two plushies are $10.99, technically about $22 together, they are currently sold out. That means eBay or Mercari may have to be your best bet for a search. And resold Sitting Cutie prices are, well, let's move on. However, there is another line that even though it is getting a little bit harder to find, they have actually been restocking it pretty well in local stores such as Walmart and Target. And that is... Now, while it may be a good few weeks still, there's a new group of Squishmallows announced recently, and one of those pairs was, of course, Clefairy. Now, I personally am very excited, and I plan to get a Squishmallow as soon as it comes out. Let's hope I get it before the scalpers. But luckily, if you don't know, I already own the Gengar Squishmallow and got it a few months ago. That means once Clefairy comes out, I will have the pair super easily. And thank the Lord, because just like Sitting Cutie prices, Squishmallow secondhand prices hurt. I'm not too much of a Squishmallow fan. However, with every release, I always tend to get one of the two. Whether it be Snorlax and Gengar, like I currently own, or the future Clefairy. Although, I'll be honest, I'm most likely grabbing that Teddy Ursa too. It's just too damn cute. I can't say too much about this pair, as one of them is yet to be released. However, if you're a fan of both Pokemon and Squishmallow, then these might just be the perfect pairs for you. You can find them for about $14.99 in like a local Walmart or a local Target. Just get them as early as you can because, wow, scalper prices go crazy. However, now that we've covered both the Squishmallows and Sitting Cuties variants of these two similar Pokemon, the big question we have to ask in the beginning still remains unanswered. Which Clefable / Clefairy plush works best with our co-host, Gengar? Now, trust me when I say, I searched the entire internet looking for a matching friend for our amazing co-host. Note to self, remove this part when I say I only Googled it for a few minutes. Okay, back. Let's go to it. Now, after such a long search, I believe I have an answer. In 2020, St. I has released an all-star collection large plushie set. And in these plushies, one of our pink friends actually received an amazing plush. While it was harder to find an actual non-custom Clefable, Clefairy did indeed have a huge plush to match. As seen by this woman holding its perfect size to match our co-host Gengar. And while they haven't released one quite yet, I'm sure that Jazzbears will have a Clefairy at least sometime in the future. Or maybe even a Clefable, a large plush getting released in the future. We'll just have to see. But with this plush connected, I think I can confidently say that if you're willing to spend $75 for this beauty of a fairy, then you can give your large Gengar the perfect company. Sadly for our co-host, I do not have large Clefairy money. But that leaves a question. What if you don't have a matching pair? That's the fun part. It doesn't matter. Mix and match plushes sets have always been an enjoyment. It doesn't have to be Jazzbear's Clefable to match your Gengar. Get the Sitting Cuties. Have a vintage Clefairy, but a Squishmallow Gengar? That works too. Collections will always be unique to you, and whether you keep it in the same or decide to branch out, just having these two connected in a plush form is enough, especially if you keep them together. Well, I think that does it for me. I should get batting to the live-action counterpart, and let's see what he has to say. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all in November. Bye-bye. Alright guys, and we are back. Now that we know exactly what perfect plushies would go with each other, with Gengar and Clefable, we do have the two we have to add to the collection. Now, I was thinking, should I keep these two together? Honestly, I feel like it would be a cute little memory, especially for the Halloween special, and then possibly for future years whenever we have more Halloween specials. And as the Pokemon that I've been keeping in this side of the collection isn't there anymore for some reason, I have no idea where he went. But since we have some space right there, I think we should put him right there for now. So Clefairy and Gengar, let's add him to the collection officially. And as well as that, we gotta also make sure that we show off this baby. We're gonna actually show all of them off together, and then thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully by Halloween we find the Pokemon that's been hiding. I still am so confused as to where he went. He was in the first episode. I know he was there the last 2 weeks. I don't know what happened to him though. So I'm going to look for him. If not, we might have to change the Halloween special. But thank you guys for watching. I hope y'all enjoy. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all know where he is or saw him at all in this video, I would greatly appreciate y'all letting me know. I guess that could be the question of the day. So let me know if you found him. Alright guys, have a lovely day. Stay safe and make sure to check your bed for Gengars, Hunters, and Ghastlies. I'm out. Bye bye.